This is the second part of my video discussion of switch hitting in smallballsuccess.com terms, which is to say that we're trying to look at switch hitting from a dead ball era perspective. It's a style that really wasn't used by very many dead ballers at all, so we're going to stir into this. One of the things that we most like to do with this old school style of hitting, which is the opposite field approach. I'm going to use first from the left side the style that I demonstrated the other day, which right now I think is my favorite. I really try to V those two wrists. I try to really get the bat into the knuckles. I'm going to do my little lift the barrel with the top hand load, a little skip step, just a very slight transfer to the back foot, curl the front knee. Then I'm going to come down into the pitch as I shift my weight decisively forward. It's going to be, this is a little more of a downward swing since I have V'd my wrists so much. I do notice that it comes down a little more, but I'm setting back so far from the plate that I want to get my arms extended into the ball, and that's really going to make it level off. I'm shooting over there. I'm shooting for the opposite field. So that's really going to make me reach. And it's also going to give me more time, of course. I get to see more of what the pitch is doing. If it's a good fastball, I have more time to react. If it's a breaking ball, I can see it better. So this is that old school approach, first from the left side. You know what? It's been raining out here. Only reason I'm even out here right now is because we're supposed to get more thunderstorms tomorrow. That was a pretty good round, but I'm just slipping around too much. So I think I showed you what I was trying to do. I was staying inside of it pretty well. A few I got out in front of, but that's okay. Again, if you're shooting for the opposite field and you're early, you pull the ball real hard sometimes. Whereas if you're trying to pull the ball and you're early, get nothing. So this is a good approach from that respect too. Now, I've always said that I'm not very good with this sort of load from the right side. I don't know exactly why. My top end is just, it wants to dominate too much. I do not spread the hands much at all. And I also find that for some reason I have trouble coiling the forward leg. So what I'm going to do now is I switch around, and hopefully I won't have as much mud over here. It looks like a little more gravel, but I'll actually just keep everything kind of in a straight line. I'll go down like this, top hand lowering the barrel, and then barrel comes up. I'm not going to be lifting it so close to the body or so high. It's just going to pretty much come straight back and straight out from the body in the fashion that Ty Cobb liked. And you can't see it so well right now. I'm going to have to reposition the camera, but my forward leg is going to be very stiff too. And then I come down. This is essentially the same swing, but it's been sort of micro adjusted. There's certain things I just can't do. Certain limbs of the body, my left leg, my top right arm, I can't position them with the same kind of dexterity for some reason as I can from the left side. So let's see how that works out. Okay. Oh, that was a vicious one. Oh, I'm starting to wear a hole on this side too. I'm slipping around in the mud. It's about done anyway. I had a lot of trouble staying back for the first few, but once I kind of got the hang of it, and I do have more difficulty pulling back on the reins, keeping my balance, staying back until it's time to fire forward from the right side. But that's mostly just a matter of that not being my familiar side. But when I kind of got the hang of it, I was driving things up the middle, and I hit a couple very well off to the right side, which was my approach. That's what I wanted to do. But again, with this kind of opposite field approach, if you get a little bit messed up, well, you hit some shots up the middle. What's so bad about that? That's not a bad outcome. But just 2 points, again, the two main points I wanted to make with this two-part series here. One is that you probably should think of making an adjustment when you switch from your better side to your weaker side. Actually, my weaker side is the one when I have my stronger hand on top. So don't think that as a switch hitter, one side has to mirror the other. Be flexible. Realize that you have some things about that other side that are going to make you make little changes in your swing. And this is the dead ball side of it. I think if you're going to take our small ball approach with switch hitting, you want to be an opposite field hit. You want to step into the box thinking opposite field. It's going to make switch hitting, I just think, that much more rewarding. It gives you a better chance to get the whole body, which is really the old school approach, get the whole body into it. You shoot up that V up the middle, you use the whole field. It rewards hitting line drives. I don't know why more dead ball hitters didn't hit that way. Perhaps just because it wasn't done often. Nobody really thought of doing it. So, but it is, give it a little work. Remember to be flexible from both sides. Don't have the two mirror each other. And I think that you'll find that this approach is very rewarding for you. It's going to really pump up your average.